right, welcome to Life Extension Live. I'm Dr. Mike, and that is
Dr. Crystal.
Today is an awesome day. I love these kind of shows. We're going to talk a lot about mom and her not just mom, grandma, aunts, aunties. We already talked about, but basically those home remedies that moms love to use for just about anything.
And they turn it up when they become grandmas. I'm just going to let you know.
I'll tell you right now, my great grandma had a bunch of these things. So I'm really excited about today. So on today's show, we're going to talk about home remedies. Are they myths? Are they facts? Basically, we're going to ask the question, was mom right or wrong? And we're going to see what the science says, right?
Yes, we are.
We're gonna be the nerds and bring science into this.
I don't know if we'll change any mom's minds.
Not at all. Not at all. My grandma could care less if you had anything science to show her. She'd be like, no. Now we do want to mention there are some kind of like, home run hitters in mom's homes and remedies. Can we see that list? Here it says antibiotics for home remedies, etc. That list right there, it's used for centuries, if not millennia in some cases.
Yes.
A lot of great science, and not just antibiotics.
Mm-hmm. For managing inflammation,
sugar level,
blood sugar with cinnamon, of course, mint for an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Always.
So
freshen your breath.
So moms have been pretty on top of things because that's well supported in science. But we're going to look at some specific remedies and let us know, what were the remedies your mom used to give to your grandma, and or which ones have you just heard about, whether you've tried them or not. We're going to start with number 1, thyme tea for a cough. Thyme tea for a cough. Dr. Crystal, was mom right?
Was mom right? Yes!
Yay! All right, mom was right. What kind of research do we have to support that?
Yeah, so thyme tea, I learned about this from my husband, and he got it from his mom for a cough. There's research with bronchitis, but there's a little bit of a caveat. When we started going down the research rabbit hole, we found that it was primarily the research is with tea combined with ivy, but nevertheless,
it's still and we that's a good point. A lot of when you look up a lot of this research, a lot of these herbs and stuff like that, they're often combined.
Yes.
So it's hard to know exactly, but in this case, thyme seems to be pretty good for a cough. Mom was right.
Mom was right, and at home, I told you I got this from my husband who was dealing with a lingering cough. He just took the thyme from the pantry and put it in a little metal sachet, or not a metal. What do you think?
Wait, Alex, what is this called? Sachet?
Anyway, it's when you're making your own herbal teas at home.
Right. Sachet.
Sachet, yes, that's the word. And it seemed to work for him. He loved it.
I think you should probably use fresh. Not sure about that.
Yeah. I think if you fresh is always better. But
all right, let's go on to number 2. Number 2 is about honey. Honey on a wound or for a sore throat. Was mom right or wrong?
Mom was right. A teaspoon of honey helps mommy and babies feel better. Great for its antibacterial effect. Targets fungus, targets viruses, and so yes. Yeah,
honey has a lot of different compounds in it. First of all, it has a low pH, which bugs don't like. It has some hydrogen peroxide in it. It does. That's going to be helpful there. Antioxidants and other compounds. There's one kind of honey called Manuka honey that pharmaceutical companies will process, put them in a patch, and you can put those on wounds and bed sores and stuff.
Yeah, topically.
Yeah.
So yes.
So honey is a big one.
Topical and internally.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Number 3. Did your mom ever put honey on you?
No, not topically, but definitely,
And teas and
honey and
stuff.
teas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to number 3. Drinking ginger tea for headaches. Was mom right or wrong?
Mom was right. Moms, you'll see most of these moms, they know what they're talking about
Well,
for the most part.
Here's what's interesting about this. Of course, mom's going to be right most of the time because these things have been done for a long time, right?
Yes.
If they didn't work, wouldn't moms move on to something else?
Yes.
Now, I think my great grandma would have just stick with it, but she was different. But
Right.
I do think that's why, I think these work and it's supported because the babies felt better or the kids felt better.
But
Whatever.
I'll tell you, the ginger tea for headaches, we found a randomized double-blind trial that compared ginger to ibuprofen.
Yep.
Medications in adults who'd had oral surgery, and they found similar pain scores between the two.
Ibuprofen. That's
Yes.
big, you guys, big. And ginger's going to be much safer for you. Really, and has other good benefits too, besides, headache, right? All right. So that was number 3. Let's go on to number 4. All right. Come on now. We've all heard this. Feed a fever or feed a cold or starve a fever. Dr. Crystal, was mom right?
Mom, you were wrong. Sorry, Mom. So again, okay, we can let Mom know she's wrong just once. Don't rub it in, Dr. Mike. Yeah, there's just no scientific basis for this recommendation.
Yeah. And, listen, good nutrition is needed for a healthy immune system all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, you can maybe say even more when you're not feeling well.
Yes.
That's why we always tell people stay hydrated, try to eat, keep
so
going with that
important.
stuff. Okay, all right. Number 5. Is number 5? Yeah, number 5. Going out in cold weather. Well, this is a personal one for you, isn't it?
It's a personal one.
Watch it. Your
my mom's on too.
Your mom's watching. Going out in cold weather without a coat or with wet hair might cause a cold. Dr. Crystal, was your mom wrong or right?
So she's gonna get the blue. Mom, you're getting. I'll press it.
Oh. Yay!
So here's the thing. You're getting the da-da-da-da-da-da. Mom's kinda right here.
Yeah, this was a kind of right. Yeah. Oh, so there's a little
bit of both.
Well, explain why it was kinda.
Well, it was once thought that cold
air
air caused colds, but colds are caused by viruses.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, no.
And the reason that I think comes out because more people get viral type infections during the winter when it's cold, but really what that means is you're just indoors more with more people.
Right.
Right? And so that's where the virus starts to spread. So, kind of right, Mom. Okay, we're going on to number 6.
Oh, this is another one.
You got some personal ones in
A
here.
couple of personal ones.
Here we go. Can you catch a cold by walking barefoot on cold floors? I've never heard of this one before.
Oh, it was a no in my house. And this was Mom and Dad, but they were aligned on enforcing this rule.
So, what do you think? Dr. Crystal, was Mom right or wrong?
Wrong! Are you going to press it? I'll let you press it. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. You're wrong there. Just really no research whatsoever.
We couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
And trust me, I looked. I really wanted to find something for this.
Mom, let me tell you, your daughter she really did. She wanted to make sure you were right on this one, but so sorry.
But still wear your bedroom slippers. Why not? They're so
Comfy.
cozy.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to number 7. Now, everybody's heard this. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Dr. Crystal, was Mom right or wrong?
Mom was right.
It's a kind of right.
Kind of right.
It's kind of right.
Well, so here's why. This is more of the caveat. there's nothing that's really going to keep a doctor away.
Right.
I mean,
come on.
there's
Just-
always a place for medical attention.
Of course.
Even if it's just for a checkup.
Yeah. But apples do, and I think it's more like the white fleshy fruits kind of share, apples, pears, they kind of share some of the same compounds. There's a lot of polyphenols. I even saw, I didn't bring this up when we were preparing all this, but a few years ago, there was a study on strokes showing that white fleshy fruit could reduce. So there's definitely reason to eat apples.
Well,
sure.
you're going to get the pectin, which is a type of soluble fiber that helps with cholesterol.
Floridin.
Yes, floridin helps with blood sugar support. So, yes. And then, of course, just the polyphenols and the vitamins and the minerals that you find in the apple.
And is there anything better than a nice, cold, crisp apple?
Mm.
When you bite in it and it's just so... Is there anything worse than a mushy one?
Oh, yeah. I'm not into mushy apples.
It has to be so crisp, right?
Yes.
Okay. Apples and peanut butter.
Yes. Or almond butter.
Yeah, either's fine. Okay, let's go on to number 8. Chicken soup. Is it good for colds? Dr. Crystal, was Mom right?
Yes, Mom, you are right. Good for colds, good for the soul. And then you wanted to talk about traditional chicken soup, right?
Well, okay. Well, because most of the benefit is coming from the broth that is made from the chicken, which is from the bones and the cartilage. So traditional chicken soup, that broth is you get the meat off first, and then you put the bones in water with some salt, pepper, seasoning, whatever you want, and it's that broth that has all the immune
so you're
compounds.
getting like what's in the bone marrow.
Yes,
okay.
that's where those immune boosting compounds are.
Okay,
and then you put the meat back in, blah blah blah, and there's your chicken.
Yep.
So my point in all that was, I don't know if you can go to the store and get one of those canned things and think it's the same thing as tradition.
Well, there's also something about the warm soup and the vapors. Kind of inhaling that vapor
good,
when you're, a nice hot bowl of soup and you have to kind of put your face down in that and slurp that can help with nasal passages as well.
Okay, there you go.
We're getting some thumbs up and hearts on that.
Yeah. Your mom said I was right. So that's good. So chicken soup, go for it. It's great for you. Lots of, and then most chicken soup too, traditional, you have a bunch of different vegetables. Yeah. More polyphenols, fiber, all of that there, carrots, celery, whatever you want to throw in there, onions. Yeah.
And the soup is keeping you hydrated. Yeah. It's a nice, good hydrating.
It's mostly water at the end of the day.
Exactly. So, yes, for colds, go for it.
Chicken soup. I kind of want some now.
I know.
With some peanut butter and apples. All right, let's do number 9. This one I do know personally because my dad did this for me.
Okay.
A shot of bitters. Is it good for stomachache or colds?
All right.
Dr. Crystal, was my dad right?
Dad.
In this case, it was a dad.
Dad was kind of right. So wait, and then we have to do that. So it's in the middle.
Yeah, no, so my dad did it for stomach stuff. Like if we ate dinner, ate too fast, I don't feel good. That's when he would give us his kids bitters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never had.
I don't remember if it worked or not. But that's what it was. I liked the taste of it. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. But we know in general bitter herbs, which is where, so the bitters we're talking about, most people use them for cocktails now. Mm-hmm. You can buy a jar of bitters.
Okay.
And it's a mix of different bitter herbs, and you just shake it into your drink or whatever. That's what he gave us. And just in general, bitter herbs are antiviral. Viruses don't like bitter things.
I have read that.
Yeah. And so that's why the bitters is kind of in the middle because there's not a lot of research on it specifically. Okay.
Something to it though.
Yeah. So let's go on now to number 10. Oh, come on. We were all told this.
Everyone.
We were all told. Wait 30 minutes after eating before swimming. Was that necessary? Mom was
wrong. Sorry, Mom, and everyone. Moms, dads, grandmas, aunties.
I think I've even said it to young nieces and nephews.
Well, and so there are resources such as Duke University, the Mayo Clinic. They have debunked this.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess what they're saying is the worry was you could cramp up because you're all. So when you eat food, right,
Mm-hmm.
your body has to digest it. So where does the blood go? Where's the oxygen go?
To the
It
digestive
goes
tract.
to the digestive system, meaning then your brain, your heart, your muscles,
Mm-hmm.
they're not getting quite as much energy and stuff. And so if you're out there swimming, especially if you're doing laps,
Mm-hmm.
you could get cramps, and then that cramps could cause you to drown or something like that. But what they found is that the types of cramps that would form wouldn't stop somebody from swimming, basically.
So here's what I would still suggest is still wait that 30 minutes because you need to let your sunblock time for the sunblock to sit in. So.
There you go. All right. So, but overall, that is a myth. All right.
Last one.
Last one. Number 11, cod liver oil for everyday health. Have you ever been given cod liver oil?
No, thank goodness I missed out on the cod liver
my
oil.
God. That was one of my great-grandma's thing.
No.
Oh, it's so bad.
Really?
So hard. And now listen, this is back, maybe it's better now, I don't know, but this is back when it was just like in this stinky looking can. And this was not, you guys, this was basically a liver just thrown in. I mean, it was just not good. Preparations, are they better today?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know.
So why was grandma giving it to you?
Well, first
was
of all,
it for
cod liver oil for everyday health. It was just something good for you.
Yeah.
She talked about it gives you vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
So was she right or wrong?
Mom was right, or grandma was
In
right.
my case, grandma was right. Yeah, so I did a little history looking on, but
Mm-hmm.
a little history about this. So when cod liver oil was really popular, it was in the 19th century and early 20th century, when there were a lot of people concerned about vitamin A and vitamin D deficiencies. And cod liver oil happens to be a great source for vitamin A and D. It does, it has omegas. It has omega-3s, but that's not really why they were doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't really know omega-3s yet.
Right.
It was really the vitamins.
And then now people kind of take it for all three.
All three
nutrients.
for sure. Now you have manufacturers who can like distill that cod liver oil, so it's not in some stinky can anymore. It can actually go into a capsule or.
I've tried some of the newer versions.
Yeah.
They're not bad. I mean, it's oil and it's fish.
Yeah, and so just keep
but
that in mind.
It's disguised with lemon flavor, so it's not that bad. But it's not the best way I choose to receive
I think
D, A, or omega-3s.
Today, fish oil and a good multi, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And eating well, eating healthy.
That's right.
Right? There you go. Those were 11. Those were 11 mom remedies. How many overall did mom get right?
Ooh.
Most of them.
Probably.
There's only a couple
I think
there
were only 3 or so. Where mom was.
You get most of them right.
We celebrate you, moms.
Yeah.
You really go the extra effort, moms, grandmas, aunties, mother figures.
Yeah.
We celebrate you because you are keeping the entire family healthy.
Moms are, even let me tell you something. They are truly the head of the house.
Superwoman.
They run it all. Sorry, dads, you know that.
But they are the CEOs.
They are. So we do appreciate that. We hope everyone has a great Mother's Day. By the way, if you want a little bit more on these home remedies, you go to lifeextension.com/home remedy. And I think there's a few more on there or something, right? It's not
there's just overall strategies to support your immune system all year round.
There you go. So check that out at lifeextension.com/home remedy. And when you're there at Life Extension, you can shop around. When you want to buy something, check out. Put in the code LELIVE for 10% off, plus free shipping and handling when you spend $50 or more. That code is LELIVE. And don't forget, we go live every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Time. So whatever channel you watch us on, subscribe, join, follow.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, whatever you got to do. Every channel has something different. I don't know. They always make fun of me here because I can't keep track of it. Do what you got to do to know when we're going live, but it's real simple. Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Time. I'm Dr. Mike. That's
Dr. Crystal.
We will see you next Wednesday.